Right, I've been asked to provide a little bit more detail about the Tolkien books I bought. So I'm going to show you them one at a time. There's not much I can really tell you about them beyond what's published on the Tolkien Library website. This is the 50th anniversary edition of Lord of the Rings, which was actually published in this format for the first time in 2004 by HarperCollins. The 50th anniversary edition is embossed with Tolkien's Eye of Sauron design in 2 foils, and features for the very first time the pages from the Book of Mazabul, illustrations done by Tolkien and intended for incursion in the famous Bridge of Khazad-dûm chapter, but previously never used. I'll show those to you. Where are they? Here they are. This is just a plastified fold-out. Three of them. Also appearing are previously unpublished family trees and the 2 original fold-out maps by Christopher Tolkien. Here's the first fold-out map. You'll find these in various editions. Not always in red and black though, as they were intended. This one's quite well known. The family trees appear in the appendices. Can't remember where exactly though. Here they are. The Baggins of Hobbiton. Boffins of the Yale. The Took family tree. Brandybuck of Buckland. The Longfather tree of Master Samwise. The rest of the appendages you'll probably already be familiar with. This book comes with its own slipcase, and because it was included in the in this collection, it goes to a larger case like this. As I said, this 50th anniversary edition was brought out in 2004 originally, together with a version of The Hobbit. This isn't the only 50th edition you can find, of course. There are various versions of this print going around. For this edition and for The Hobbits, the text was checked by Tolkien experts against the original first editions and manuscripts, and more than 400 corrections were made to make this the most accurate and definitive version ever published. The companion to the 50th anniversary edition of this of the Lord of the Rings is the version of The Hobbit they released in 2004 as well. So this was also revised text and has the corrections. Now, while the this version of the 50th edition of Lord of the Rings is in a slightly different styling than the one that was released in 2004, though it is the same text, this is exactly the same version as it was released in 2004. Also contains the revised text. Has 14 illustrations in all, including illustration by Tolkien that was never released apparently in previous publications. I'll give you some examples of some of the illustrations in the book. These are all done by Tolkien himself, and many will be familiar. When this version was first released in 2004, it was the first edition that has the illustration, the 3 trolls are turned to stone, which I will show you. And this is it. This edition also features the definitive setting of the text, overseen by Douglas Anderson and Christopher Tolkien. And Christopher Tolkien has also provided a lengthy introduction with illustrations about the development of The Hobbit. As you can see, all of the Tolkien illustrations are in colour. They're really quite splendid. The author's illustration of Mirkwood appears as the front end paper, and his map of the woodlands appears in blue and black, variations that Tolkien favoured but were never included until now. Remember, I'm referring to a book that has been out since 2004. Finally, this edition includes a fold-out version of Thrall's map, and it has the runes which appear on this side, but of course are meant to appear through the map on this side. Just like the Lord of the Rings, very high quality acid-free paper, brilliant white. Green and grey hardcover and dwarven runes. Illustration of smoke on the front as well as on the slipcase. Of these deluxe edition sets, the Silmarillion was actually the last published after the Children of Hurin. So this is the 2008 release of the 30th anniversary edition of the Silmarillion. Fully definitive version of the text, fully reset and corrected. Many special features. 14-page letter written by Tolkien from 1951. That's a wonderful blue and grey. Again, the same high quality acid-free paper. Exactly the same style as the rest of the books, of course. Matches the style of all the other deluxe editions from HarperCollins. Foreword by Christopher Tolkien, which is the original foreword from 1977. An update for the third edition, 1999. And then here's Tolkien's letter from 1951. Map of Beleriand, in the same black and red as the maps from the 50th edition Lord of the Rings book. Map of Noldor and Sindar. The Children of Hurin. This is the 2007 Deluxe edition by HarperCollins. Helm of Hador motif, which was drawn by Alan Lee. This version does contain illustrations. Paintings and sketches, all by Alan Lee. All in colour. Well, most in colour. Many full colour prints. And lots of sketches. Quite an extensive introduction by Christopher Lee. Of course, we all know that illustration. Fantastic, isn't it? Another fold-out map of Silmarillion. Again in the red and black. You can put these books in your bookcase inside the collector's box. You can keep them like that, and the nice thing is, because all the Harper Collins Deluxe editions are brought out in exactly the same style, exactly the same size, you'll find that a whole bunch of the Tolkien related books fit very nicely next to it. For example, the Tales of the Perilous Realm. The Chronology and Reader's Guides. Christina Scull and Wayne Hammond.